and welcome to my cozy little nook. Today I thought it'd be fun if we check out some vegan celebrities. Big shout out to Plant-Based News for putting this compilation together. Be sure to check them out after this video and subscribe to them as well. If you're new here, welcome. This is Vegan Petite. Subscribe for more vegan content, but for now, let's see what these celebs have to say.
Starting with music artist Ne-Yo, who speaks on a live chat show about why he went vegan. Check it out.
Okay, so I watched What the Health, the documentary.
No, I have not watched it for this reason.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was about to say, if you're not ready to quit, don't watch it.
I want to be ignorant right now.
Yeah. Listen, I ran from...
So Ne-Yo's being interviewed by somebody right now, and he's saying he watched What the Health. The interviewer is admitting she wants to be ignorant.
For a few months. I have friends like, yo, you gotta watch it, I'm telling you. Because I started complaining about, I have tendonitis in both my knees, pretty bad. So, you know, rehearsals and stuff for shows, my knees would just swell up.
With all that dancing you do?
Yeah. So to the point where it was affecting my ability to perform. So I'm like, I gotta figure something out. And it was telling me, yo, you know, a lot of it is about the stuff that you eat. But mind you, I feel like I was a T-Rex in another life because like me and meat was just friends. Like you can't tell me about no pork, you can't tell me about no chicken.
Right.
They are my friends. Like we grew up together. Come on. So,
The irony is, if these animals are your friends, why would you eat them? But I get where he's coming from. That's how he grew up.
I was running from it. Decided to finally watch it. I quit cold turkey that night.
At number 9,
Dang, he quit cold turkey that night just from watching What the Health. Hey, if you haven't seen that documentary or your friends haven't seen it, send them over to What the Health.
we have Rza from the Wu-Tang clan.
The
He's often outspoken about
Rza.
his choice to live a vegan lifestyle. Over to you, Rza.
When you think about a better tomorrow, you think about veganism in the world. I don't need a dead animal or dead piece of flesh to go into my live body. There's not nothing on this planet that doesn't want to live.
I mean, yeah. To be honest with you, bro, I just hit you with this right here. The reality, how I feel, no animal needs to die for me to live.
Boom. Man, Rza said it the best right there.
Every creature with two eyes and a central nervous system was like Tucker. It just wanted to avoid pain and suffering and wanted to be happy. So in that moment, I left behind hamburgers, hot dogs, etc., and I became a vegan and an animal activist. And that was 35 years ago. So I've been a vegan animal activist ever since then. And it's the most important part of my life. Like, I love making music and doing other things, but animal activism, I can say Trump, but it surpasses the other things that I do.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. Moby has been a vegan for 35 years. I know, hopefully I will get there one day as well. I've been 9 years vegan so far.
There's no perfect vegan out there either. There's no perfect person. But I think adopting a vegan diet is really healthy for you, and it's great for the environment in so many different ways. I think when you're, if people know what go on to slaughterhouses and go into meat, less people would eat it. And I think there will be a time, maybe we look back and realize that we can't even believe that we did eat meat at one point.
Totally agree with Pamela. Like, sometimes I envision what the future will be like 30, 50, 100 years from now, and like what will our generation's grandchildren or great-grandchildren say about the things that our generation and previous generations have done to animals.
Some of the changes that I've experienced being vegan, I'm no longer anemic. I'm intaking so many more healthy foods, obviously vegetables, nuts, greens, seeds that are iron rich. My doctor said, what are you doing? You're no longer anemic. So that's the first benefit.
That is amazing. First of all, Maya is so gorgeous, so beautiful. Second of all, the fact that she used to be anemic before going vegan and then going on a plant-based lifestyle, she is no longer anemic. That really says something, because a lot of people think that by eliminating animal products that you're going to be iron deficient and develop anemia, but the opposite could be the case. There's lots of iron-rich plant-based foods.
And I thought you had to have meat to have protein and get your iron, and that's false information. So I no longer get sick. Dairy has mucus buildup, which is awful for singers. I don't get sick, and my skin is clear. I lost 30 pounds. I don't have to go to the gym as much.
It's not just musicians.
Girl, her skin looks beautiful. Oh my goodness. Whatever she's doing it is working for her.
You're adopting a plant-based diet or a vegan lifestyle. Olympic weightlifter Kendrick Farris also speaks about avoiding dairy.
I don't think dairy is a part of an Olympic diet. Cow's milk. The reason why we try to avoid just giving any type of dairy, but dealing with cow's milk, man, that's for a calf. That's for a baby cow. Come on, man, get the plant milk. It's easy. It's easy. I don't drink cow's milk because it's not gonna do anything for my training. It's not gonna do anything for my well-being, but be a hindrance. It's just propaganda, you know. We got soldiers.
Also on the way.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, who came up with the idea of humans drinking milk out of a cow? It's made for a baby cow for a reason. That milk turns a baby calf into a humongous full-size grown cow that weighs hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So, like, why would anyone who's trying to be fit want to drink that?
Weightlifting theme is vegan strongman Patrick Baboumian, made famous for the documentary The Game Changers.
I always loved animals, and at some point I just realized that I was putting a lot of time and energy in, rescuing wildlife and trying to help some animals. And at the same time I was eating other animals. So I just thought, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense. When I was vegetarian, I had actually a chronic iron deficiency. And when I went vegan, that went away. But I wasn't, eating, I wasn't getting more iron than before. The only thing that changed was I wasn't having as much dairy as before. And if you have tons of dairy, that actually blocks your iron intake. So when I was deficient as a vegetarian, I would even take iron supplements, and the deficiency wouldn't go away. So even if I would have eaten meat, it wouldn't have helped because the dairy was the problem.
That's the second person on this list who's talked about iron. That's so interesting. So he used to be vegetarian and he was iron deficient as a vegetarian, which I think is where a lot of the anemia myths come from. But again, the dairy, like he was saying, can, I guess, inhibit your iron absorption. So just get rid of the dairy, get rid of the rest of the animal products. And the other point he made about him rescuing wild animals but then eating other animals, like that just, there's a disconnect there. If you're somebody who loves animals and appreciates them, they should not be on your plate, right?
I do feel the best I've ever felt in my life, in my 32 years. Physically, I feel the best I've ever felt. I feel incredibly clean and healthy, and it's strange because now I'm meeting all these different. Talk to all my friends, family, who are like, I can never go on a plant-based diet. I can never be vegan. And my job is not really my mindset's not like I want to convince other people to do it. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. This is my decision, and it is not easy. Particularly, I would say more so on the road, that I'm on the road the whole time. So in different countries I'm going to, some of them not even understanding what a vegan is. So it is very challenging, and there's things you see, but it's very weird because once you cross the line, once you go over that hill, and you go, I can't imagine going back. Like there's things that I see my friends eating, and I used to eat it, and I'm like, I feel sick to think what you're putting in your body. But it's because now I've read about it and I understand it. I've read some of the science that's been, and I'm like,
Actor Jessica.
That's so true. Oh my gosh, like once you make that mindset shift where you don't even see animal products as food anymore, it's just like all I see is flesh and secretions, and I want nothing to do with that. But when I first went vegan and I would see people in my family like eating carne asada or like eating cheese quesadillas in front of me, I'm like, oh, like I would just get disgusted, even though it was things that I used to eat. But like you said, once you get over that mindset shift, there's just no turning back.
Chastain is also vegan and speaks about her mom adopting a plant-based diet while visiting her in LA.
My mom came to visit me in Los Angeles, and we started going to some restaurants, and while she was with me, she was like, I'm just gonna eat vegan food for the 3 weeks that I'm here. And she actually lost a ton of weight, and she had so much energy that she went home and became vegan.
And lastly, here's a clip of
I wish it was that easy. They must have taken her to some really good vegan restaurants in LA. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the best ways to help loved ones go vegan, is just show them how delicious it can be, and they'll feel great too.
Thandiwe Newton speaking to already vegan Woody Harrelson about her newly adopted vegan lifestyle.
I have been vegan since working with Woody.
Yeah?
I have.
You're one of the converts?
Literally. The last 4 months. It's been 4 months. Hasn't done anything to my brain. I'm absolutely fine. Thanks so much.
All right, well, comment below which one of these vegan celeb clips resonated with you the most, and what was your biggest takeaway. Also, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more vegan content. I make lots of yummy vegan recipes on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.